Well, women, they comprise roughly half of the ag workforce today. And in honor of International Year of the Woman Farmer, we want to now get an update on some of the unique health and safety challenges facing women in ag. AgriSafe Network CEO Natalie Roy joins us with the latest. Natalie, a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Let's start with talking about why should agricultural health and safety really be seen as a public health issue, and not just something that affects farmers, but maybe the entire community?
Absolutely. I mean, in order to farm, you need to be healthy and you need to be able to be strong. And there's so many different risks. And so AgriSafe takes a serious approach to looking at whether or not somebody is ready to farm, if they're fit to farm, which is why we have very specific programming just geared for women as well.
Well, of course, we're happy to recognize the International Year of the Woman Farmer this year. I'd like you to speak to how vital women are in agriculture today, and how maybe you've seen their role evolve over time.
Yeah, I've been so fortunate to be leading AgriSafe for over 20 years, and women are just doing amazing things on farms. There's 1.2 million female producers, according to the 22 census, and they are doing the same jobs as the male counterparts, but oftentimes they don't have the same equipment or they don't have the same access to what they need because their bodies are shaped differently. And so really when we think about the jobs they're doing, they've got ergonomic risks, they've got differences in, if they're pregnant, they've got zoonotic risk. And so it's not that they can't continue to farm, it's just we have to have programs and services adapted specifically to their public health needs.
Yeah, and let's talk about that. Obviously, unique and health safety needs for women in ag. The resources that are there, how is this improving as you see the years going on? Because as we said, you see the role of women really becoming more and more hands-on in farming.
Absolutely. We have resources like we have a whole program called Ready to Farm, and it's specific to women. So if you're doing certain chores on the farm, do you have the upper body strength to carry those buckets? Really thinking about what you're doing in terms of specific jobs, and do you have that muscle strength? So check out on our website. Another good example of the differences is that, women need to be wearing that respirator, which is a particulate mask. It's a N95, but if they don't have that and they need a half face mask, they need a smaller one because they have a smaller face. So if you go to our website, you'll see lots of different resources that are geared for women. When we started this work a long time ago, a lot of our public health initiatives were thinking about the male farmer, but we know that women are taking an active role on the farm. And we want to recognize this year, specifically International Year of the Women, because there are organizations all over the country that are bringing attention to it. But here at AgriSafe, we're focusing specifically on making sure women can farm well and long until they're ready to retire.
Yeah, I like that. It's not just one size fits all. And I think sometimes as women, we get so frustrated with that, hey, that's not what is going to be working for me. So it's great to hear that these resources are available. Natalie, other ways communities, policymakers maybe can support and really celebrate women this year.
Yeah. Well, I think even down, you see programs for like beginning farmers, and there's initiatives. I mean, women are leading in innovation in even the crops that they farm. And I think coming at it with a perspective of recognizing that they're juggling a lot. Here at AgriSafe, we don't like to take the approach to say, well, the female farmer has to be responsible for safety of the entire farm, because what about her needs? What does she need if she's raising a family and she's doing the accounting and she's doing the farm work? Is she also getting the support that she needs? So really thinking differently about the fact that the woman doesn't have to do everything at all times, and maybe we need programs that are specific to her. So I would encourage like local communities, health professionals, if you're caring for a female farmer, ask that female farmer what they do for their job. Make sure you're talking to them about their health care needs and recognizing their job they do every day.
Oh, that is so important. Communication. And, we hear from so many farmers, mostly men too, but I think it's important to highlight that women as well feel that isolation sometimes on the farm, that they have nobody to talk to. So support system is so important. Natalie, thank you so much for all the work that you do. And thanks for the time this morning. AgriSafe Network CEO, Natalie Roy.